would say this is looking very well packaged. Off this fork. Fork is free. Assume this is the seat post. Here's the frame. I assume that package in the middle is all of our parts. So yeah. All right, I'm probably gonna get this all unwrapped off camera. I'll spare you that frustration of watching me. Oh, and the handlebars, right. Carbon water bottle cage for me. Let's see. Yeah, 23 grams. It's pretty good, pretty good. Handlebar looks pretty nice. $365, and as you can see, 380 by 100. I wanted a 380 by 110, but of course that was not available. So I might use this, at least for now, see how we get on with it. This thing, I would say, is very well packaged. It's got layers and layers of bubble wrap and padding. And super fast shipping. This was sent out to me from China, of course, on March 20th. Today is the 27th. So 7 days it took to get to me here on the East Coast in the US. When I ordered my wheels from Yolio, they took about 3.5 months. So a little bit better. All right, headset, spacers, looks pretty good. Bottom bracket area looks pretty good. The brake mounts, hopefully you guys can see that. They look pretty good. Looks like some attention was given to smooth those out. Seat post area looks pretty clean. Headset area, you know, it looks good enough. I don't know if it's perfect, but you know, at the price point of these frames, I don't know if you should expect perfect. The layup inside there, I don't know if you guys can see. I can see it. It looks pretty good. All right, we've got a scale here. We might as well throw this guy on the scale. $11.65, and that is with water bottle screws, the rear through axle, rear derailleur hanger. So if we take out this through axle hanger, you know, we're at least down to 1,100. So not the lightest, not the heaviest. I'm happy with it for what I'll use it for. All right. Let's weigh out this uncut fork. I don't have any tools on me right now to take out the through axle. Brake mounts look pretty clean. All right, uncut fork. Whew. It is pretty heavy, 500 grams. We will be chopping off a good amount of that steer tube, and we'll assume the through axles are pretty heavy. So I don't know, maybe call it 420 or so with no through axle. Seat post, that's 188, and that's with all of the hardware. Not bad. Bottom bracket area, I don't know, threads. I think that's just some dust and grease from the factory, but overall it looks pretty clean. So I'm gonna go back later and torque that down, apply some carbon paste and all that fun stuff. But for now, that should do it. Let's tighten this up a bit. All right, we're on there. I am very curious if I'm gonna get a 35 millimeter tire back here. Aha, yes. So I'll be putting this guy in there. So this is a 35 millimeter Michelin Pro 5. Yeah, she's gonna fit. Might be a little bit tight, but she's gonna fit. Brakes mounted. I bought this set from AliExpress. Aha. If somehow you're unfamiliar, that tube is simply just there to cushion, so the hydraulic hose isn't rattling around in the down tube. All right, so far so good. I think it's about time to install this headset. All right, we are greasing up our headset area. Grease up the bearing itself. This is going to sit up in there nice and flush as well. Probably will be. All right, starting to put together this headset. I think that's probably all I'm gonna run for spacers. That feels nice and smooth. All right, starting to resemble a bike. Gonna go cut this steer tube down, and yeah, we're making progress. All right, I'll check back in a little bit. All right, I know it's been a little while since I've checked in on video. I decided it's probably not that entertaining to watch me cursing getting this bike built up, but it is done. I ended up needing to get new hydraulic lines. I had to take a ride to the bike shop. My lines were just too short. I've already had to cut them down once or twice. So this morning I took a ride to the bike shop, got new hydraulic lines, got everything routed nicely, pretty smooth headset here. Right now it's weighing in right around 8 kilos, which is not bad. I mean, this is far from a weight weenie build. I've got rival cranks, Apex, Explore derailleur, and that is 8.5 with both bottle cages, pedals, computer mount. It's not with my little tubeless, not with my little saddlebag here. So 8 kilos with no saddlebag. I just went for a quick ride down the street and it's feeling really good. Still got to work on aligning the calipers a little bit. They're rubbing just a tiny bit. Yeah, front's not too bad. But yeah, the bike's feeling really good. Just for my first quick ride, I think I could definitely go down, you know, probably take that 10mm spacer out and just have about 5mm of spacers. But I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. Can't wait to go for a longer ride. And I will check in when I do, that's for sure. I'm still just amazed at how fast, you know, within 7 days this came in from Carbonda in China. So that's probably the fastest I've ever gotten anything from China. So happy with that. Happy that I finally got this thing all built up and ready to go. So hopefully we'll get it out on a long ride pretty soon. Thanks for watching.